It's happening.
Hello, it's Liz Yuille. It's been a while. Hello and welcome to my new space. It's my old space, it's just set up differently. This is the first video I'm recording with this new setup, so please bear with me. It's also the first video I have recorded with any form of setup for some months. I've done straight on videos using my laptop camera, but actually doing a product video, as in making something, not so much. So let's see what happens when I try to start. Okay, well that's a good start. So today I am going to make a little box with the Celebratory Sips Designer Series paper, which is gorgeous. Let me just flip through that. It's quite interesting seeing a different setup from what I'm used to. Anywho, so we have a selection of really lovely, this is the paper I'm using, which is why there's only a bit of a sheet. But it's all to do with bright colours. So we've got florals, we've got citrus, and I will explain why I'm using citrus in a moment. We've got this lovely dark, so if you're looking for something to do men and women, this is the one for you. So say citrus, cherries, strawberries, all those sorts of things. I'll go through the colours momentarily. Little floral, some drinks, always happy for a drink. These you can use with the dies that go with the Cheers and Sips stamp set. I will show you that stamp set in a moment, but you can die cut these shapes to go with the stamps. We've got more floral, a green, little sort of polka dot, very obviously drinks and sangria and stuff like that. And then this one with the drinks again. So Cheers and Sips is this. Let me grab alphabetically filed. Yes, it works. Grab the dies. So these are the dies. So you've got this glass here. You've got this glass here. You can get a pattern into the glass. Let me just bring that up. You've got this. In fact, I think you've got that. You've got all of the shapes, including this twist piece, which is this one here, which I used the bottom of on a card recently to go with the umbrella, although obviously it's supposed to spear olives and things like that. You've got cheers to you, to us, it's your day, let's celebrate, and just a straight line. Oh, it might have been the straight line I used for the umbrella, but then I used this die to die cut it. So basically everything other than the words you have a die for. I should start by saying I'm not selling. All the crafting I'm going to be doing now is for my own pleasure, and I will share it with people who have historically followed me and anyone new. But I am not selling, I'm not building a team, I am just enjoying what I'm doing. So these, if you need anything and you're in the UK, do drop me a line, drop me an email. You can get that over on my website, and I will point you in the direction of someone who I think can help you. Very happy to do that. I am in touch with a number of my Stampin' Up chums. Very happy to recommend someone for you to shop with. So the dies, let me bring them out again, will die cut these shapes. Now obviously you can just use the shapes as they are, but you can use the dies to die cut a drink, for example. So you can do that and you've got the top of your drink there, or you can use this die and again you've got the top of your drink there. So you can use these dies to die cut these splodges of colour if you so desire, so that's always an extra bonus. So you don't have to do any colouring if you don't want to. And of course you can use the images to die cut the respective images that you've stamped and all those good things, and also the umbrellas and what have you. So that is the bundle that I'm not going to be using in today's video. However, let's look at the colours that we are using. We've got some new colours. So we've got Berry Burst, Blackberry Bliss, Bubble Bath, Cloud Cover, which is a new colour. It's really pretty. The only thing I would say is that at the moment you can't get the ink. I am lucky enough that I have got the ink, but you can't get the ink. I mean, you can't get any of the new stuff at the moment because it's not available for customers yet. But at the moment, we're hoping it's not going to be a Purple Posy repeat. We'll see. Anyway, Cloud Cover, Daffodil Delight, Lemon Lime Twist, Old Olive, Peach Pie, Pretty in Pink, Secret Sea, new colour, Strawberry Slush, returning colour, and Timid Tiger. Let me get the new colours to show you, because they are gorgeous. No, yes, there. So, we have got, now one of the colours is not used in this paper. We've got Strawberry Slush, which is a really nice, I can't decide if that's a warm pink or a cool pink. Anyway, it's lovely. Darling Duckling, which is really cute. Timid Tiger, which is a softer orange than Pumpkin Pie. Cloud Cover, and this is the one you can't get in ink at the moment, but it is gorgeous. And Secret Sea, which is a sort of bluey, grey, I think it depends on what you put with it, colour. So those are the new, soon-to-be in colours. I am using, because Darling Duckling is not in the paper, I'm using Daffodil Delight for my little box. And my little box is for this, which is a small bar of L'Occitane soap. And it will be a gift for my very good friend, Kate Bolt, who I, by the time you see this, will have met for coffee. So I have got a piece of Daffodil Delight card, which is 16 centimetres by 11.5. Now, I don't normally use the scoreboard when I'm doing metric. That's the word. You can tell I'm out of practice. But I'm going to give it a go, because we've got some half centimetres to worry about. The box will end up as 5.5 by 2 by 2. Well, I mean 5.5 by 5.5 by 2, really, not, yeah, anyway, yes. So we're going to have the openings on the side. So with my score tool, I'm going to score at 1 centimetre, this is on the short edge, 3 centimetres, this is where things get interesting. Now I've got to do 8.5. So there's a half, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Let's put that on a half. So if I put my 3 centimetre score line on the 10.5, I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 centimetres, which is what I need because the box is 5.5 centimetres. Oh, fingers crossed. And then another 2 centimetres on, leaving this 1 centimetre piece, which will be the tuck. Then we turn it and we go 1 centimetre, 3 centimetres, 8.5 centimetres again, so it will be here, but obviously we can't do that, so I'm going to just move it along to the 5 centimetre mark this time because it's nearer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. I'm going to count that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. Then I'm going to push that back to where it would have been, which is here on the 8.5 mark. 10.5. And that should then be enough because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 centimetres for the other bit. I am so hoping this works. It's slightly terrifying. Just saying, having not done a video for so long, please be kind to me. So we have some excitement going on with us at the moment. I mean, apart from the fact that I have completely reorganised my craft room, there is a video of of the reorganised craft room at the point where I hadn't yet labelled everything. I have now labelled everything within an inch of its life because I couldn't find anything. So I have used my lovely Cricut, which is a new toy for me, to label everything with removable vinyl so that when I've emptied stuff and I can shrink down, this is my plan, don't hold me to it, I can remove the labels. Anyway, so I'm going to have this as the top, and I'm going to have the closure going, so this is going to be the closure. So this is the top. I am going to cut down the score lines, leaving the score line in the square bit. This is the square, and again I'm going to cut down, leaving the score line in the square, and then I'm going to wedge that out. This is going to become the flap that holds everything together. So I'm so frightened this isn't going to work. I haven't made a box for a long time. I mean, it's probably about a year since I made a box, and I'm so used to the face on camera being in front of me, and it's not. It's to the side. Please be kind. So that's that one. I'm going to do the same again over here. So I'm leaving the score line in the square. This is the square. And again, score line in the square. And then wedge out. It is positively terrifying. So yes, the excitement, apart from reorganising my craft room, which has become an absolute haven. I love it. Our next door neighbours have got a swarm of bees. So I'm going to do exactly the same thing on the opposite side, and then we're going to cut some things away. I was at the gym this afternoon. I'm recording this on Friday. Friday the, what's the date? Friday the 25th of April. Ooh, might have an update. Might have an update on the bees. So yes, I was at the... we have a swarm collector on its way. Excellent. We have a village WhatsApp group, and my neighbours aren't in the WhatsApp group. They are now. And I put an appeal out for, does anyone know a swarm collector? Anyway, so yes, I was at the gym this afternoon, and I had a missed call, as in my neighbour, bless him, rang, and I just ignored it because I was at the gym on a one-to-one personal training session, so I was not going to be answering the phone to anyone. Anyway, it then transpired that he was ringing to let me know that they have a swarm of bees in the hedge at the front of their house. Well, it's actually sort of to the side, and it's on our shared driveway. When I got home, my husband said, "Just to let you know, there's a swarm of bees." I said, "Oh, has James phoned you?" And he said, "No, I was stung." So, oops, should have told him. Anyway, yeah, fun and games. So, I'm going to now cut away here, but I'm going to do it at an angle, and here. So that's going to be my seam for the box. Then I'm going to cut all of this away because that's going to be where everything is tucked. And I'm cutting the score line away as well. And again, I'm cutting the score line away as well. And I'm going to cut away the little bit of flap on these, what were square and now aren't because I've wedged them, bits. And then I'm going to grab a corner rounder therewith. We don't have a current corner rounder. I say we. Stamping Up don't have a current corner rounder, so I'm going to use this one, which is a We Are corner rounder, and it means I've got a choice, and I'm going to use the little one. So I'm going to wedge the flaps here. So can you see? I'm just corner rounding those, which should make it easier to then, that didn't go in properly, that's better. It should then make it easier to tuck the little flaps in. We are then going to put the paper on and put it all together. There we go. So, corners are duly rounded. I need tear and tape. So I only need one piece of tape, and that's on this flap here. And then I can grab my green glue and pop my pieces on. Now, I'm one of those people who likes the pattern to follow around. So I have cut my four pieces for the main piece, and then the yes, and then the two end pieces. So the two end pieces are just random end pieces. So these are cut at 5 centimeters square, 5 centimeters by 1.5, 5 centimeters square, 5 centimeters by 1.5. Same again. So I am going to. This is the top. They're not going to. Yes, they are. I'm going to do it that way. Sorry, I was suddenly panicking that they weren't going to meet up, but they are. It's all fine. It's all fine. So some glue on the back. Yes. Yes. And I've chosen this paper because it's got lemons in, and the soap is lemon verbena. It's almost like it was meant to happen. I cannot believe how flustered I am with my first video for crafting video for a long time. So I am planning, this should go live pretty much as I meet Kate for coffee, and I am planning to do some scrapbook videos in the lead up for International Scrapbooking Weekend, which is the first weekend in May. So at the point where I'm recording this, not this weekend, but next weekend. This weekend starts tomorrow when I'm recording this. So that's the plan. Hopefully it will work. I cannot tell you how long it took to update my computer, which I basically haven't used for a year. And that's the one that I use for filming. And it's basically all I use it for. Filming and for watching videos while I'm crafting. But that's basically all. So these bits don't marry the paper. There are limits. I mean, you can cut it so that it does, but there are limits, even for me. So let's see if it will actually do what I'm hoping it will do. And it will, hurrah! Right, so let's grab a weeding tool. I was wondering for ages what this tool was. It's a newish one that you can get on your Take Your Pick, and it's a weeding tool, which you use for weeding out die cuts and things, particularly if you're doing digital die cutting. Right, so let's fold that up and then fold the flap across, marry everything up, crossed, close the flaps in on one side. I may have to do a little bit of trimming, but let's see if I don't have to. No, that's all right. Grab the soap. Phew! It fits really snugly. And then pop in the flap this end. Come on, play, please, play nicely. And there we have our lovely little box. I'm so happy. So you can see that my setup for videos is now very much larger than it was. That's because most of my videos will be scrapbooking, and this square in the middle here is 12 by 12. So that's the size of a standard scrapbook page. So that is why you're going to be seeing things a little bit smaller than you're maybe used to, but that's why. So there we go. That is my little box. lemon lime twist is in the paper, and I have some very old lemon lime twist ribbon. This is small enough to be the right thing for the box. So let us add, because you don't want anything too large on a small box. So let us, tie this round. There we go. And then back. And I think this was when we had the zoo paper. I think that's when we had this. And then this end is going to go back through. Come on. No. Like that. And then you can pull that tight and tie it in a bow. Do I need to do a half knot first? Yes, let's do a half knot first, and then I'll be able to sort out the edges and everything, and it will all be lovely. I will make a card and a little gift tag to go with it, which I will have pictures on my website, because I do still have a website. It's been fairly static for nearly a year, but it does still exist, and I will post pictures of those on my website. And the link for that post will be below the description bar of this video, where there will be no links to the product. I will link to Stampin' Up's website, but not to be able to shop with me, as it were. Because I'm not doing any of that, because it's stolen the joy. Now, I did post a video, not a video, I did a blog post recently, like back end of last week, about that whole thing, and linked to a video that one of the ex-demonstrators in the US has just shared, which is, she has summed up everything that I have been going through about whether I've lost the joy of crafting and all that stuff. So do go and have a listen, because it's a really well put together video, and that is on my website, the blog post for Friday, whatever the date is, Friday the 25th. So yeah, there we go. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little video. Let's come back to do face. Hello. I'm sorry, this is not very well focused, this camera, but hey, it's only my face. So this is the little box, which for some reason has now frozen. Oh, there we are. That I have made for the L'Occitane. So I will see you again very soon, I hope, and until then, I will say farewell, if my software would like to do that. So bye for now, and I will see you again very soon, I hope. Okay, bye-bye.